Hello and welcome to ICG Podcast episode 22. I'm Abdul and with me is Yesvanth.
Hey, all, how's it going? So 22, thank you for being here, and let's hope we can continue this.
Yes, of course. So, how's your week, Yeshwanth?
It was pretty good, man. It was really good. Yeah, I did some testings on the board to make it better, and yeah, finally, I think it's really fast, and I don't want to jinx it or anything, but yeah, let's see how fast it is with Collector's Edition and Spider-Man 2 DualSense controller, and maybe yeah, a few more new gaming products, I suppose, coming. But yeah, let's see how it goes. It was
Okay,
a fruitful weekend.
nice. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I expended all of my budget and yeah, I cannot buy any more games for the rest of the year. So,
Oh man, what games did you buy?
I bought a lot of games, but none of them from this year.
Okay.
All the games are bought are like 2001 and before. So,
Oh wow,
yeah, so
a character.
yeah. But then again, yeah, all of these games are, uh, you know, some of them I wanted, some of them suddenly decided to appear on my list. And I bought one game, and because of other people's influence, I ended up buying the rest of the game in the entire series. So, what is initially just one
Nice,
game ended up becoming five games now. And the
very good.
problem is, those discs are very rare now. So,
Uh-huh.
so
Okay.
coming across them was very hard. But yeah, somehow I finally got it. The last disc will hopefully arrive by tomorrow. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
just my luck, I guess, because when I tried to go for one of the games, I ended up getting it was out of stock, but like they had the deluxe edition of it. So I thought, why not? It's just another 300 rupees extra. Might as well buy that. And I must say, I'm glad I did buy it because it comes with a steel book, comes with
Ah,
three art, three hand-drawn arts of the characters and scenes, like the concept art. They have one entire sticker pack, and they also have these 8-bit drawings of the characters. And
wow.
Steelbook is
What
all
is the game, man? That's really awesome.
Tales of Symphonia Remastered.
Ah,
Yeah, it was a game that came out on PS3. I remastered it for PS4. So, and the thing is, it
awesome.
only came out in 2021. They didn't make it for PS5. I was wondering why not. But okay, I still got it. Right then. Anyways, moving on. Let's get on with the podcast. So, first bit of news itself is very interesting. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered was spotted on Naughty Dog's LinkedIn page. So, yeah, those of you who play The Last of Us Part 1 remake can now look forward to playing Last of Us Part 2 Remastered.
Remastered.
Yes, so,
Yeah. I've seen many tweets regarding this, and people are like, Nandita, can you just stop for a second making remakes and remastered?
uh,
I, I don't know, come up with a new IP, new idea, new game instead of just remaking and remastering games again and again. I get that. I get that people want something really um, visually pleasing and performance wise, I suppose, for their beloved game, but this is too much. I don't. Hi, it's not even been 6 years or 7 years since the Last of Us Part 2 released, right?
Last of Us Part 2 came out in 2020, man.
2020, right? So yeah, it's not even been completely 3 years, and they are remastering it. So
Uh,
it's I don't know what to call this. They if they want to keep the game in minds of the gamers, why not just have some DLC that doesn't follow any single character, I suppose, or Ellie or Joel, just someone in the Last of Us universe, and then tell a small DLC story, I suppose. It's interesting. The world they built is interesting. So, right, why not explore more characters?
I think they'll reserve all of those ideas for a part three, I guess.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways,
I
at
think,
least, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead. No, no, go ahead.
Yeah, Last of Us Part One at least was like came out in all the way back in 2013. So, like, 9 to 10 years is a good time to make a
Yeah,
remake.
yeah,
But we should also not forget that they already made a remaster for it for PS4. So
yes.
doesn't necessarily count. But yeah, I mean, for those of people who skipped the PS3 and PS4 generations, then of course this will be great. So yeah, but I just bought Last of Us Part 2 last year, so I won't be
Ah,
getting a remastered anytime soon. Yeah,
I
but
think they didn't announce the date yet. I don't think so. Yeah, they didn't announce when are they going to do that. But is Naughty Dog the next Take Two? Take Two will always be Take Two, but is Naughty Dog the
uh,
one trying to milk their own IP more and more and more? Are
I,
we seeing a Take Two being formed?
I don't think they'll be able to go to that extent because,
That
of
extent.
course,
Yeah,
GTA is a completely different beast, So
yeah,
yeah, anyways, but yeah, I mean, now if you want, you can still get the Last of Us Part 2 disc for sometime on sales. It goes as low as 700, 800 rupees.
yeah,
Normally, you
yeah,
can get for 900 or even 1000 rupees. So, hey, uh, speaking of which, it's good time to mention that Amazon Great Indian Festival and Flipkart Big Billion Deals is starting tomorrow on October 8th.
yeah.
So, we'll be on the lookout for any great deals on games. As so, if you're on a server, get the deal notification, and whenever we see a great deal, we'll immediately ping everybody. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure plenty of people are just waiting for some sort of price glitch.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Every now and then for these big sales, there is I think so. It was so consistent with the price glitch. It doesn't mean if it's an Epic or Steam or Flipkart or Amazon. There was a price glitch, and people who ordered, some of them did get the product delivered with that price glitch. That's awesome. Yeah, I think it makes sense. So if you want to keep up to date with any possible price glitches, join our Discord. The members are really really awesome. They will immediately post the deal in the deal channel.
Yeah, and the thing is, these price glitches only seem to happen at odd hours in the night. So I guess you guys have to lose some sleep if you're really vigilant.
Yeah, just turn on the notification for that channel or for our ICG Twitter. Keep a lookout, and yeah, if you see something, you'll get a note. If you post something, yeah, you'll get an alert.
Exactly. Anyways, moving on. Apparently, now Sony is bringing a new feature. It's called Sony Pictures Core, and it's coming to
Yeah,
both the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. So, what exactly is it? Well, apparently, Sony Picture films such as Gran Turismo can be purchased as an exclusive early access that you can watch directly from your PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 before they even come to theaters locally. So, I mean, any more films like I think even Uncharted might come under that list. So, yeah, movies that are basically inspired by games and such by Sony, they will be available on this service. And unfortunately, it's not an OTT or subscription service. You have to buy the movies to watch them. And it's like just getting an early access to a movie. So,
yeah.
unless you're really overhyped or very impatient, I don't see it's very thing. But
Go to the theaters, man. Go to the theaters. Go to save the cinema. That's what you say. James Cameron and this guy, the Mission Impossible hero,
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, yeah. So these are the people who tell come to the cinemas, come to the theaters, watch the movies in the big screen, feel it at the way the director envisioned it. So I don't know. I don't like the idea of watching a movie which you're going to watch it, paying for it. Why not just get the experience in the theater that you get?
Exactly. Also, the other catch is that because it's new, there's not even going to be 100 films. Maybe it might be 100 films, but it is only going to be available to PlayStation Plus Premium slash Deluxe users. So if you subscribe to that, only you'll have access to to a service where you can buy movies. So I mean, the only extra thing they're offering other than Sony Pictures is that they will have some limited anime shows from Crunchyroll itself. So unless you have a Crunchyroll subscription, this doesn't even make sense. Also, so I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. Do
I
we
don't
do
know.
we have Crunchyroll officially in India?
I think we do. Maybe I think it's there, but it's expensive. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I've been just using Netflix for all major anime for now, which seems to cover. But yeah, I think it makes sense to go with Crunchyroll if it is officially available and the price makes sense. Yeah. Crunchyroll started as a piracy website and then they
So,
became this big name right now, which is legit business. That's so cool.
because they're charging people also. So
Yeah.
yeah, anyways. Right. Anyways, another important thing from Sony is that they have confirmed that the data breach took place in June, and we covered in news. I think a week or so ago that there was a data breach, and
Yeah.
people were kind of worried, and even Sony confirmed that they are checking on it. But it seems that this one took place in June, which we didn't even know about, and it exposed the personal info of 7,000 employees, not the
Yeah.
users. So I don't know. I feel safe, but at the same time, I feel bad for the employees.
Man, personal data of the employees in the sense, yeah, it will be their address, home address, their personal number, their maybe email ID, the company email ID. Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. I I- I think Sony needs a better cloud security expert. So
Hmm.
yeah, for all their services, yeah, you know where to reach out. But yeah, I think it's basically having right expert and having right monitoring tools. But that's it, I suppose. Every organization uses these monitoring tools, man. It's just it's one or two or three. You cannot just put one tool and then expect it to catch everything. So you need to have multiple kinds of tools for monitoring different kinds of use cases. So yeah, I think they just need to invest more on finding the gaps that they have and then closing it down. And it shouldn't be that difficult to secure their own company, man. It's what basically I do for an MNC. So yeah,
Yes.
cybersecurity is a major important part for every organization. If you see your companies going into the news saying that hey, so and so company got hacked, it's a very bad PR, very very disastrous PR.
Yes, Sony, kindly hire Yesvanth.
Yeah.
Right then, we got our comments for tonight. So, welcome
Uh,
CHY, Rage Gamer, and Hungry Wolf. How are you guys doing? Thank you for joining us.
hey CH5, hey Rage Gamer, hey Hungry Wolf, long time.
Yeah, so CHY asks GT7 for 2.1K, is it worth it? Completely depends on you actually, because if you're planning on
Abdul is
playing,
the right person for this.
yeah, I have 365 hours in the game, and unfortunately, I stopped playing it
Wow.
also. But yeah, thing is, it depends on completely if you want to play a sim racing game. As far as PS goes, you can't get anything better than GT7. So if you're willing to play that, it will be challenging in plenty of places, and there is quite a lot of grinding involved if you want cars which are not part of the single player campaign. But if you want to buy separate cars, then a lot of branding is it. But yeah, if you feel like you might give it a shot, then go ahead. It's a good price for what it is. So 2.1 is good. It's been lower, but for now, this is a decent price. Perhaps you can try waiting for a few days because, anyways, as of
Yeah.
October 8th, we'll have Big Billion Deals and also Great Indian Festival. So price might come down even more. So yeah, we'll wait and see. So Rage Gamer says, "What's up?" Hey Rage Gamer.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing much. Just the usual. Angry Wolf says Crunchyroll is 999 per year. Okay, great. another subscription service
Ah,
I'm not going to
that's
pay
a
for.
really, really, really tempting price, man.
Yes, now time for Yashwant
Oh.
to unsubscribe from Netflix and subscribe to Crunchyroll.
I think so. Yeah, yeah. We used to be four friends who just share the price, and it made sense. But right now, because of the password cracking thing, it's becoming more and more difficult. Yeah, I think it just makes sense. I mostly watch the originals and anime. That's it. Those are the only things I use for Netflix. But yeah, I think Crunchyroll 9.99 per year makes absolutely perfect sense.
Yeah, so 9.99 per year. So if you share that, that's going to be quite lower price and also no crackdown on passwords
Ah,
for
yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so great. Thank you for that info, Angry Wolf. Now Yashwant will have another service to subscribe to.
Oh my God, I have Disney Plus, I have Netflix, I have Amazon Prime, I have this Telugu Aha, I have Z, I have what else? PlayStation Plus, and yeah, maybe one or two more. So seven, eight subscriptions, and yeah, it's a lot. It adds up.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is excluding your internet costs and cellular data costs and stuff.
Exactly. This is excluding inter Wi-Fi costs and then the data, the mobile network. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Right. Anyways, moving on. There was an offer in the US recently where you could get a free game from Sony when you purchased a PlayStation 5. But the excitement and everything was soon killed off because Sony quietly added in the terms that it was invite only. So if you
Yeah.
was, if you're all very excited and like, oh no, we're getting free games. I think the titles amongst them was like God of War Ragnarok and
Yeah.
many new games. So people are quite hyped. In fact, many people here are already speculating that oh, if they're giving it free over there, it's going to come on extra or deluxe very soon. So, but then Sony quietly was like, "Oh no, this is not good. It's
Terms and
the
conditions applied.
yes, invite only." So yeah,
Very quietly, sneakily. Yeah, it's like invite only. Oh my God, that is what do they mean invite only? How do they send invites? What qualifies you as a good gamer? What qualifies you as a gamer that they can invite you? Because for many, for I think if for most of the people who are buying a PlayStation 5 console might be coming from as a new entry into the PlayStation or as a gaming itself because I don't think many people will be buying if they have PS4 or PS4 Pro. Many might not upgrade just now. They are in the cycle of pros, I suppose. Every time there's a pro version, they increase. I mean, they purchase that new model. So I think it makes sense to yeah, advertise that. But I don't know what they're going to judge for this invite only.
I don't know. Maybe if we are
What do you
talking,
think? Number of platinums?
I don't know, man. I don't think so. If it's new people, they won't even have an account yet. So
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I think they might be like if they purchase from the website or something, they might send an invite. I don't know.
Exactly.
Uh,
I think they see the purchase history, I suppose, and they also see if you have any PS Plus active subscription, how long did, and maybe, and I'm just saying, and maybe how long did you stack, I suppose, this subscription? So every single variable counts, I suppose. So if you have one variable, 1.1.1 point, and then they just stack up the points and then see who has the most points and then send them the invite, I suppose.
yeah,
But yeah, it doesn't make sense if you don't have a previous console or if you're just entering this. Um, don't expect the invite.
yeah. And Rage Gamer says Alt Balaji. What does that mean?
Ah man, it's an OTT platform very famous for soft porn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll skip that. Better off not knowing that itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, so right. PlayStation 5 trophies for Hotline Miami 1 and Hotline Miami 2 wrong number have appeared on Exoface. So it could mean there's a possibility of a current generation version of those two games. So yeah, look forward to that. Then next thing is,
Have you played Hotline Miami?
no, unfortunately, I do not have the pleasure of doing so.
Ah, okay, okay. Got it. Yeah, I've heard so many good things about this. I think the John Wick scene where they do the top-down view when they're fighting with all the bullets catching the fire scene. I think that was inspired by Hotline Miami. Yeah, that's Chad was like the director. Yeah, Chad Stahelski. He got inspired from that, and then he wanted to explore that in the live action scene. And John Wick 4 seems to be the perfect high octane movie. And yeah, it was done in one shot, man. That entire sequence was done in one shot. It was so beautiful, so well choreographed. Think yeah, they nailed it. So Hotline Miami, I think they could I mean they could make this new interest to monetize.
Interesting. Well, the other news is that Dredge, uh, an indie game, a fishing game, indie fishing game, made by Black Salt Studios, I guess. I think it's Black Salt. I might get the name wrong, but I think that is it. And they have surpassed 1 million copies sold worldwide. And apparently, they're also going to be launching an expansion called the Pale Reach, which will release in November 16th. The highlight about this is that just like Sea of Stars, where the developers were like, we got 250,000 copies sold within 1 week. We were just expecting 100,000 for the entire year. Similar case here, these guys expected 100,000 for the entire year and they got 1 million now itself. So kudos to them. This just goes to show that many people are actually not bother if it's AAA or indie. They just like games with good stories or just have are
Yeah.
just fun, are just good and fun. So goes to show that not every game has to be AAA to sell large numbers. It just has to be good.
Yeah, it also shows that not every game has to be part of a subscription. Even though it's part of a subscription, if it's a good one, people want to hold on to it. People want to collect it and showcase it. I suppose I have this beautiful game sitting on my shelf, and yeah, if you love a game, I think the gamer will always want to support the developer. And the direct and easiest and the best way is basically purchasing the disc. Yeah. So I think that's really awesome to see. I think this year has been the year for underdogs, man. Baldur's Gate 3 and then Sea of Stars and then this Dredge. So it's 2023 is an awesome, awesome, awesome year yeah, for games. But unfortunately, I can't say the same for the gaming industry and the game developers.
Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, then moving on, it looks like the final number of PlayStation portables produced has been released. So Yashant, can you make a guess?
No.
Just pick a random number. See if you are even close to the guess. I wi-
Uh, Assuming, I don't know. So assuming that it went out of stock pretty quick
Dude,
in US, all
I'm
the
I'm not talking about the portal, man. I'm talking about PlayStation Portable,
portable.
PSP, the original PSP.
Ah, PSP, original PSP. I have no clue. No, no, no. I'm at that time I am not that much of a gamer, but yeah, just an educated guess, I suppose. How long was it? I mean, when was it released?
I think it came out in 2004 or 2006 something.
2004 or 6. Okay. In that case, maybe 4 crore, 5 crore units.
Yes, I'll tell you the number after I read the comments. Okay.
Okay.
CHY says Naughty Dog making Last of Us Part 2 remaster. I mean, yeah, we talked about that as
Yeah.
the very first topic, and apparently it showed up in their LinkedIn page, but we have no confirmation or a date yet. But it seems to be a possibility. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
one of the developers flexing his LinkedIn page. He was like, I worked on Last of Us Part 1, now I'm working on Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. And yeah, it's one of the developers from Naughty Dog, jumped the gun.
exactly. Right then, I'll just tell you the final number. So the
Mhm.
total amount of PlayStation portables that were produced was 82,523,607.
I was close.
Yeah, but you missed the
Uh,
mark by 3 crores. You missed the mark by
by
3
three
crores.
crores. Yeah, but I 8 million seems to be very low compared to the
80,
numbers we are.
dude, don't get confused. It's
Sorry,
80.
82. Sorry,
Yeah,
yeah. 82 million. Okay. Still, PlayStation Portable for that time, I think
that
it's
is
okay.
that is huge numbers, man. That is huge
Yeah,
numbers.
yeah.
Considering the fact that just another 20 million and it'll easily be outselling even the. It'll be in the range of the PS4 and above. So I guess yeah, but not
Yeah,
bad.
the portable console will always be um, the hotcakes, I suppose. How many units did Nintendo Switch was sold? I mean, that could be a valid comparison because Nintendo Switch is an absolute amazing handheld console, and PlayStation Portable, even though they are nothing similar, not even close, but still that could be a comparison value. Rage Gamer or CHY, if you can find that out in the meantime, I think it
Yeah.
makes sense to understand where Switch 2 stands and then where PS5 was. Sorry, PSP.
Wait, Rage Gamer asked what is this number? This number is the total amount of PlayStation portables that were produced by Sony. So once again, it's 82,523,607. And Rage Gamer also asked any news on this month's extras games. Not yet. Hopefully, they'll be revealed next week. The
Yeah.
coming week they'll be revealed most probably. So yeah, most probably by next podcast we'll be announcing them. So we look forward to that. And the week after that, they might release it on console as well. So yep. And
Yeah.
Hungry Wolf says 130 million switches were sold.
Switch, oh my God. That makes sense. 130 million for Nintendo Switch. That I think it makes perfect sense. It absolutely deserves that number and 130. It's just short of 30 million to be twice the number that PSP sold. And 30 million units to reach that number, I don't think it's possible. So because everybody keeps talking about this Nintendo Switch Pro or next Nintendo Switch version, so I don't think it might ever reach that 30 million units in 1 or 2 years. But also, we did hear one of the executives from Nintendo did confirm, and we will support software-wise until 2024, I suppose. Yeah, until 2024. So we might say new hardware, but that doesn't mean they will stop the software until 2024 or 2025. So that's
Uh,
130 million. Hungry Gamer, sorry, Hungry Wolf. Thank you for that number.
so that's a 50 million difference. Oh my god. Great
That's a
result.
lot. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Okay. I think that about covers all the PlayStation topics. Now let's move on. So on Xbox, a new Xbox Gold Shadow Special Edition controller will be launching on October 17th, and yeah, it's just a new color. So and then Tango GameWorks is now ready to
I
challenge.
think I think we might not go a single quarter without Xbox not announcing a new controller. So once every quarter we had at least one new controller, if I'm not wrong, if I'm keeping the track correct. Yeah, every 3 quarters there was a new controller, man. It's crazy that they are focusing on. There was a Sonic controller as well. Remember with all
Ah, yeah, the one with
the
the fur and everything.
fabrics, yeah, with all the fur and everything. And also they had the jeans. jeans cloth
Yeah,
controller as well.
sleeve for the controller. Yeah,
Sleeve.
and and apparently I don't know. It was in the news sometime before they were apparently they were Xbox is planning on making a pizza scented controller. You can smell pizza when you use a controller. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's an option now. Whenever you press some kind of button, it releases a fragrance that mimics pizza smell. Why would you want to do that?
Probably to drive
What's
up
the
pizza sales.
what's the purpose of that? What, I don't know. If you're on a diet and you still want to feel that smell, that doesn't make any sense. If you're smelling that, your next movement will be, I, it's just better to purchase the pizza.
Exactly. All right. Well, I don't know if that'll come to fruition, but let's move on. Anyways, Tango GameWorks, the makers of Hi-Fi Rush, are now ready to challenge themselves in making something new in other genres. Because initially they were making, I think, horror type games or stuff, and Hi-Fi Rush was a sort of big departure for them. They made a they put in all their chips for this one, and it was a huge hit.
It
So
was a very surprise hit as well. Nobody realized like Hi-Fi Rush could be such a big hit, and yeah, I think uh, it's basically sort of like Returnal, I would say. They were completely into this different kind of genre where they cater 2D environment games, something like that. And then Returnal was their completely different game altogether, story wise. They did a 180 for Returnal and it paid off. It was an amazing, amazing game. So yeah, Hi-Fi Rush is one other game from another studio who never developed into kind of such genre, but still had a huge success. I think it makes sense. Yeah, if keep experimenting, keep seeing what as long as the story is good and as long as the gameplay feels natural and as long as there are no major bugs, I think it there is a decent chance that it will be a huge success.
yep, yep. And of course, Rage Gamer says must be sponsored collaboration with Pizza Hut or something. I don't know. It could drive up pizza sales. It's still a
Yeah,
possibility.
yeah.
No one knows.
I don't know. What does it matter? It smells like pizza. What does it matter if it's Pizza Hut or Domino's or Papa John's? They're just gonna order whatever the closest to them or whatever their favorite pizza is.
Yeah, yeah. But yep,
Unless there's a unique smell for Pizza Hut, which I am not aware of. But yeah.
yep, yep. Completely unaware of such a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, I think that Tango actually took a big uh, leap when they actually went for the rhythm-based combat genre, which is surprising. And yeah, it was good. I enjoyed the game quite a lot. It's quite colorful. The music was awesome. There was especially one level where the music was top notch, and I couldn't do anything but
Oh,
keep nodding my head while
got
I
it.
played.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Unconsciously or subconsciously, when you involve in a game, that's when a game has achieved what they intended to achieve. When you feel like a gamer is completely invested into the story, into the world of the game, and momentarily sync or rhythm with the game, what's happening. There's a fact like when you are listening to music, your heart mimics that rhythm, right? So you are in the zone. So it makes sense.
yeah. I mean, for those of you who want to know what song it was, it's called "Invaders Must Die" by The Prodigy. Check it out. The beats are awesome.
Mm,
Yeah, and
awesome.
Rage Gamer says if it's Pizza Hut team controller with Pizza Sense, it can manipulate customers to order pizza from them. Thing is, it's not Pizza Hut themed or whatever. It's just going to smell like pizza. So it's
Yeah.
open to any pizza storefront. And like Yashwant said before, the Nintendo CEO Shantaro Furukawa revealed in an
Right.
interview that the Switch will receive software support till March 2025. And along that same lines, he didn't say it, but related to that, Online play and other online functionalities for the Nintendo 3DS and Nintendo Wii U will be discontinued from April 2024. So yeah, if you are still playing on that platforms, then um, I don't know.
GG.
Yeah, GG. Make sure you are done with all your online stuff before it ends, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, but I think at this point, 3DS and all is just like nostalgia kind of thing at this point. But who wouldn't
I
want
mean,
to?
keep it active. Do not go a quarter or something like that without playing it, because these electronic devices, they needs to be uh, checked once in a while, so that they do not go, I mean, not working. Yeah, so maybe once a month or once every 2 months, or I don't know how frequent, but just log into them, connect or play a few seconds of game and then turn them off to keep them alive, I suppose. These electric devices need to be turned on.
Yes. So
Also, just to mention, I think the CEO, Nintendo CEO, Furukawa, I think the reason he came out and said that we will support the current Nintendo Switch version until the software support until March 2025 is because the Nintendo Switch console sales has been decreased, significantly decreased, 21% lower than year over year, and that's major concern. I mean, from knowing like the fastest selling console to having a biggest drop for a handheld console might have a bad negative PR, I suppose. So to say that like we are not abandoning this current version, even if you buy now next year or something like that, you will not be left alone. We will support. We'll continue to bring games until 2025. So yeah, I think that's the reason CEO has to come out and give this message. But I don't know, man. I'm also quite disappointed, I suppose, because current gen Switch is 720p and 30 frames per second, and we have heard rumors that the next Switch will be close to the PS4 versions and Xbox One versions, and we are seeing it's completely quite possible with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So it's the form factor and the technology will be enabling that kind of experience that PS4 and Xbox One provided. So yeah, the concern is you have to develop with the Switch in mind for the next generation of Switch as well. I think the developers might not like it, but they can't say anything. I suppose it's Nintendo. They own all the IPs, and yeah, if but yeah, that's the only concern. Other than that, I'm quite excited, I suppose.
sorry about that. Yeah, but anyways, like I was, but Nintendo's I think very already set the standards. Like okay,
Exactly.
this is like the hardware. This is what it'll perform. Make your games according to that. That's it. And I think they also have this sort of control over almost everything in that regard. So
Yeah,
they make sure that almost all the games that come out for it are running smoothly on it. And
exactly. I think that's very, very, very um, important thing and very commendable to appreciate the effort that they took in. They made sure that every game that comes on Switch will come with the expected versions, the standards that they have set. So I won't be surprised that even for the next version, they will have to follow these standards. Like you have to hit 1080p or you have to hit 4K. I mean, we did hear some rumors that it will run 4K 60, which I assume it's not possible. I suppose at that level to have that kind of experience from a handheld. Considering it has to be lightweight and all the battery life, all the refresh rate. So 4K 60 seems a little bit far-fetched. But yeah, PS4 and Xbox One, they were 1080p, 60 FPS, which is completely, I think, possible with the next version of Nintendo. So yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Exactly. I'm just excited to see what they do,
Yep.
and I don't know. I won't be buying it, but I don't know. It's exciting nonetheless. Right. The other big news is Cyberpunk 2077 has sold a total of 25 million copies till now, and the Phantom Liberty DLC has sold 3 million copies within the first week of its launch. And of course, majority of the user base was on PC. Second highest is the PlayStation, and the last is Xbox. They are
Yes.
still
Before we discuss, Billu says Switch has survived as handheld, but it struggles when we put it on dock and display on a TV. What's helping is the art style of their IPs like Mario, Zelda, which is
cartoonish.
cartoonish. Yes, I think yes. Handheld is the only thing that's helping Switch to still be dominate that market. Absolutely correct, but successful not survived. Yes, it is a successful console. Yes, you're absolutely correct on the handheld version, but dock, yes, I think when there was a leak like it supports 4K 60, I think that's what they meant. When you dock it, it might support 4K 60. Absolutely, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if they can pull that off, that's that's an awesome hardware to have. Not even kidding with the IPs that they have, and one important thing that most gamers will want to see is backward compatibility.
Uh,
And if that is possible, they got a huge, absolutely successful console. No doubt about that. I'm going to purchase it day one, man. If that's these are the specifications, I'm just saying it right now. 4K 60 FPS on dock, and I mean I'm satisfied. I'll be satisfied with 1080p 60 FPS on handheld, and backwards compatibility. Day one for me.
yes, yes. But unfortunately, games here will be very expensive because they're not officially
Ah,
selling.
yes. Nintendo is not official in India. Yes,
But
unfortunately.
on that note, one thing I have to say is that I, from what I've read somewhere, is that I don't think that Nintendo will be, shying away from cartridges or anything anytime soon because
Yeah,
in some recent survey or something, they said that Japan still has like a physical digital ratio of like 70/30. So still Japanese people prefer physical media quite a lot. So I think Nintendo
commendable.
must, I think Nintendo must note that quite a lot, and they might continue that. So that's good for them. I mean, it's also kind of the same in Japan for other platforms as well. But unfortunately, I don't think it's the same for India or the other countries. They're still moving to digital.
Yeah.
But all we can do is hope. Just keep hoping and coping that physical media will exist.
I don't think India will be completely moving to digital. I mean, not in it. I don't envision that because we have seen with the price increase how the gamers are reacting for the PS Plus subscription.
Mm.
That's a substantial increase, man. It's not like 100 rupees or 500 rupees, something like that. It's quite substantial increase with the price increase, and people are realizing that it's just worth buying a physical disc, play it, and then sell it off. Maybe if they don't want to keep it, just sell it off to the second-hand market, which is very good in India. It's still most people, if they want to buy every game and want to explore every game, that is their go-to market. The second-hand gaming market is huge for the physical disc. So I think people are realizing the value of owning. When I say owning, when you buy a game, you have to own it, not be restricted with the servers or with their terms and conditions on when you can download it or how you can download it. Buy a game, have a disc, you own it. That's plain and simple.
Yeah, Bilal follows that same philosophy of buy a game, playing it. If he likes it, he get a platinum. After that, he sells it.
Exactly, man. It makes perfect sense. You are saving a lot of money with physical disc. If with digital, it's illegal to sell games, so you are just
Right.
stuck with whatever games you have, and your have is very quoted very lightly because it's a digital copy of the game. So do not own, I suppose, in that sense.
Bilal says that just that we won't be able to buy day one, no India presence. I mean,
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
mean, you can still import it, but then again, there's the issue of warranty. But yeah, what do you want?
I mean, as long as there is no presence, it doesn't matter. Warranty doesn't matter. You are now anyway. You're not going to get that warranty checked up.
I mean, you're still getting, you can still buy a regular Nintendo Switch OLED and all from Amazon. So I guess the same deal will
Yeah,
be the
exactly.
for the Switch 2 or whatever. It'll all be available on Amazon and Flipkart and stuff. So
Yeah.
even if it's not there, one it'll still be sold here at least. So we have to be happy about that. And he also says PS Plus increased, but there's a pattern here. The combo are much cheaper than the original PS5 combo, like 47,000 for Cricket 24 and FIFA and FC 24 bundle. I mean, yeah, that's also something I wanted to say. Currently now we have two bundles available for the PlayStation 5. One is the Cricket 24 bundle and one is the FCs. Ah, shit, why did I say the names? ES,
FIFA.
EA
Yeah.
Sports FC 24. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, excuse my French, but EA Sports FC 24. These bundles are available and currently they're cheaper than the standard bundle.
Standard. Yeah.
And both of these are not like
Standard console.
a standard edition with the disk drive.
Yeah.
And both of these are also like the standard console with the disk drive, but games come as digital codes. I think Sony learned the lesson from their Gran Turismo 7 bundle when they sold it with one game disc. But what happened is many people just bought it and sold off the game disc. I mean, there was a abundance of GT7 discs available in the second-hand market that even the prices, when you get to sell them, they drop down drastically. And then Sony is like, oh no, people are selling, they're making money. This is not good. Just give them code. They cannot sell the
Well,
codes. Yeah, yeah. But
I think the other reason for these bundles. So I before that I want to tell out the standalone PS5 version is the last I checked. I checked today and it's not available. So the only PlayStation 5 hardware you can buy is the Spider-Man limited edition bundle and Cricket 24, which is delisted right now, and FC 24, which FC 24 and Spider-Man Limited Edition bundle is the only hard PlayStation hardware you can buy right now from Amazon. And yeah, I think they are controlling which you buy, basically not giving you an option to buy a standard one because standard one costs like 49,000 or something, right? It's still the bundle is cheaper, so it doesn't make any sense to keep that in stock when you can just put the same console, take the box out, uh, put it in the new print of the bundle, and then ship out a code along with that. I think that's what they're doing behind the scenes, I suppose.
maybe. But thing is, not many people will actually be interested in those games.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I
I
mean,
think they know that that is very, very tricky, to sell these games. They have to bundle this. And when they buy a console, they got to sell off that bundle. I think this is very business tactics that these organizations use to sell I would say, not so hot games. FIFA losing its brand FC 24. We did see tweets from Rishi Alwan saying that the brand name caused the games to be highest selling FIFA games, and FC 24 shows that the sales have decreased quite a significant number. So I think it makes sense for them to bundle these and then offer them at the lower price than the standard edition console. So yeah. And the other reason I want to say before we continue is they want to beat these PS4 sales, man. That's the biggest reason, I suppose. One of the reason they are trying to push this is they want to cross these PS4 sales, the launch sales of PS4, to have them to have this advertisement, I suppose. PS5 is selling more than PS4 in the launch period of its lifetime. So they want to beat that that number, and yeah, they are following these tactics of lowering the price, and then again bundling it with a game, and sneakily adding invite only, saying that if you buy a new console, you get a free game. So all these attempts are basically to increase the number of sales for the PS5 hardware. Yeah. Standard one is 55,000 bill. Oh my God. So yeah, that's the reason I think it's not even listed, I suppose, in Amazon. Why would anybody buy a standard edition console which is 55,000 instead of a bundle that cost way cheaper and with a game they might play or might not play? So maybe that's the reason it's not listed. And Bill also says, yeah, it's a shame Cricket 24 is not a huge upgrade from Cricket 22. It's like Sony was betting on pushing more PS5 console by bundling Cricket 24. it's,
Hmm.
it's the World Cup season, man. That's why are seeing Cricket 24 being pushed more than any other. Like Spider-Man is in the same month. The only biggest marketing we have seen is that Metro with all the marketing ads stuck on these Metro trains. Other than that, I didn't see any big push from Sony PlayStation for Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man is a huge name, huge name. Everybody knows about Spider-Man. And we have seen this Ragnarok Mjolnir statue. I mean, the big um, Mjolnir and then the PS5 statues as well, right? We didn't see that kind of push with Spider-Man 2. I think they are just banking on World Cup going on right now, and they want to capture this, I suppose, the cricket craze, what's going on right now in India. And they are being, um, what do you say, in the moment that they think this is the right one, I suppose, but I haven't seen much sales. Maybe yeah, Cricket 24 bundle starts tomorrow with the discount, right? So let's see if we see any sales number, how it is going, if it is selling good or not. We'll know more.
Yeah, and he also says, I am seeing a Cricket 24 video review in the PlayStation India YouTube channel. So it seems that PlayStation is really focused on selling this game. I don't know why, but okay. Sound
No,
kind
no,
of.
not just for selling this game. It's just the World Cup environment. They want to capitalize on this. They want to use this visibility that they get. It's Barbenheimer, man. Like bundling it with if it's just the moment, I suppose, when you are releasing a product and see if there is any better way to release a product. So yeah, the timing is perfect for them. World Cup and then Cricket 24. So yeah, that's they're trying to capitalize on this.
And in other news, Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition is coming to India and obviously around the world. And it will apparently beat out Final Fantasy VII Rebirth as being the first game to have first PS5 game with the two discs. So yeah, it will be a total of 150 GB something. So yeah, it will contain two discs. And I think the prices were also quoted. I think it's some 3,999 rupees. I'm guessing 3,999 rupees. So yeah, somewhere between 4,000 to 4,500, which I think is a fantastic price considering it's a PS5 game, which is normally
Yeah,
sold
yeah.
for 5,000 rupees, and this is one with two discs. So yeah, it makes it even more special. But yeah, time for me to save up some money, I guess. And
I think before we covered this, we jumped across the Cyberpunk 2077. Where I was talking about the Cricket 24, right? So I
uh,
think Cyberpunk 2077 sold 25 million copies with Phantom Liberty DLC selling 3 million copies in the first week of launch. That's that's huge, Neymar, man. That's really huge for a game that got pretty bad PR reviews. I mean, it's I mean, hands off to the developer, the studio. I think, I also saw that CD Projekt Red spent $125 million after the game was released to polish it, to make it where the game is right now. That's huge dollars, man. That's really huge dollars. And to see that 25 million copies and 3 million copies for DLC, it paid off. It absolutely paid off in any sense. So the attention that Cyberpunk 2077 is, it completely deserves, in my view.
Yep. I mean, it was a great redemption arc, I must say. The studio
Yeah,
redeemed themselves, and yeah, it's just like a No Man's Sky story, but this one was
exactly.
way more expensive,
Yeah,
and they got way more flack when they released it. So it's good to see them. I mean, many people actually jumped in and started buying the game and playing it once again as soon as the version 2.0 update itself was out. But
yeah.
then the Phantom Liberty DLC itself selling 3 million copies in the first week of launch shows that the entire how much the entire game has changed and how awesome it has become. So yeah, I mean, I think it's time I also give it a shot, I guess, but not anytime soon. Maybe seeing how Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition came out, I think I'll wait till there's a Cyberpunk Complete Edition, which is
I think
all.
this is your right time, I suppose, because I've seen Cyberpunk 2077 PS4 version, which is a free PS5 upgrade, which is being sold for in Amazon sale 2000, around 2000, or sometimes even lower than 2000. So I mean, that's you're getting it for a bargain, man. That is an amazing price for a game such as has a huge scope and huge hours and hours of hundreds of hours you can get out of this game. So getting it for 2000 is an absolute bargain, and you just go for it. I don't think you'll get your 2000 worth with 200 hours, I suppose.
Yes, but the DLC is not free though.
Yes,
So
yes, 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 yes. Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe like what they did with Witcher. They had the Game of the Year edition for PS4, and then they gave the free update to 60 FPS and next gen update and everything, and they released it again as
exactly.
the
Yeah.
complete edition. So yeah, just like that, perhaps they'll also launch a Cyberpunk 2077 complete edition, which is PS5, which is a PS5 disc itself. So with DLC included, who knows? This might also be like two discs and something. So I think I'll wait. 2000 rupees. Maybe I'll have to spend another 2 to 3K extra. I think I'll wait for the complete edition and enjoy it completely. Don't have to bother spending extra for the DLC and stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah, like I was saying, I think
that makes sense.
I might have to sell off my Forbidden West disc sometime in the future and get some money to buy the complete edition. Probably next sale, next Great Indian Festival or Big Billion Deal sale, I'll buy it. Or wait for a pricing glitch. Might happen. Yeah, and another surprising news dropped this week, and that is there was a new update for Red Dead Redemption, the re-release for the PS4 and Switch, but it got an update for a 60 FPS mode for the PlayStation 4 Pro and the PlayStation 5. So yay, I guess finally. I mean, when the re-release came out, people were very, very like, what is this? They released it cheaters with money. But now it has 60 FPS, so I think that's one issue gone. And but still, it's not going to make people immediately buy it again. Everyone will still wait for it to go on sale because I don't think the physical launch is even out yet. So I think this will be perfect for a physical launch. 60 FPS ready when you get a physical disc, but it's already selling for 3,500 something, I guess. So yeah, I think next sale. I think I'll wait for another sale or something and then buy it when it's cheaper. But
Yeah.
thing is, this has got me thinking. Perhaps this is a sign that within this generation itself, Red Dead Redemption 2 might even get 60 FPS. Just
You're being way too optimistic, man.
just wishful thinking. Just wishful thinking. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
who knows, man? They might release a PS6 version of Red Dead Redemption 2, and before it launches physically, they'll be like, Here's 60 FPS. I'm like,
Uh,
nah, I don't want that to happen. I just hope that they release it this gen itself, man. I really want to get into RDR2. Uh, I can still do so now, but I mean, why not give it 60 FPS before I get it? I mean, the game isn't very fast or anything, so 30 FPS is fine. The game is entirely like a huge cinematic experience. So
yeah.
I don't mind. I guess I'll wait. But yeah, and then the last bit of news I have for this week is that Overwatch 2 has teased a Diablo 4 collaboration for the next season. So yeah, in the next
Mm.
season, the characters will have Diablo themed skins and cosmetics and whatnot, blah blah blah. So I mean, those of you interested can get it. Uh, I'm not an FPS guy, so I don't know. It's not that interesting news for me.
Yeah.
But Bilal comes at the end of the podcast and it's like, there was also news of Last of Us Part 2 remastered, Naughty Dog being naughtiest.
Not yet.
Bilal, 1 hour ago we spoke about this as our first topic. So yeah, we already spoke about it. It's rumored. It's been available on someone in Naughty Dog's LinkedIn page, so it's possibility in the future. No confirmed date set or anything, but it's a possibility. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers it all the news topics I had for this week. Do you have anything to add, Yashwant?
Nah, just one thing is, yeah, keep lookout for big great deals from our Discord members as well. If any member sees a good deal, they'll post it in our deals channel, and if it's good, and I'll also keep monitoring that channel, and I'll also be searching for good deals on Amazon. And yeah, we'll be tweeting about that. So these few days will be an awesome time for crazy sales deals on these games.
I really hope so because the thing is, in these ads for these big promotional sales, they never show anything gaming related. It's always
Exactly.
there's always
Yeah.
just electronics or home
Or
appliances.
smartphones or whatever it
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
exactly. And hey, come on, man! It's time you guys also put gaming in there to interest other people also. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I saw I was going through the deals discussion channel the other day, and
Hmm.
many people already saw like I think Flipkart already had a few deals out already before, and they were like, it seems very disappointing now. There weren't any many steal deals or immediately have to buy deals this time, and it's probably because many of the games that they're having on deal now has come to extra and deluxe. So those of them who want this that can get it, but other than that, it's not that enticing. But then again, it's only officially starting from tomorrow, October 8th. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll be keeping our eye on that. Yashwant will be keeping an eye out on Twitter, and everyone on our server will be keeping an eye out as well. So we have 200 eyes into two, so make that 400 eyes. So yeah, 400 eyes, 400 plus eyes, 400 to 600 eyes. But yeah, lots of eyes, just lots of eyes looking at the smartphones and phones and laptops and whatnot. So yeah, someone might be able to stumble upon a deal, and if they do, then we'll tweet about it or put a Discord ping. So yeah,
Yeah.
make sure you have your deal discussion ready and follow Twitter so you get your links. And with that, I will wrap up this podcast for this week. So thank you all for joining and for watching this episode. This is Abdul and Yashwant signing off.
Thank you all. Thank you for
Yes,
joining.
I hope you guys have a great Sunday and a great week ahead. We'll see you all next week. Bye bye.